guys, welcome back to another reading. Today I'm back with another Harshali reading for you guys. A lot of you guys have been requesting an update on the two of them, so let's see what's happening with Harshad and Pranali right now, okay? If you guys remember, the past few readings on Harshad and Pranali have not been positive. Like I mentioned in my other readings, I feel like things have not been fully well between them, but let's see here what is going on for the two of them. Has anything changed, or are things still not great? Okay, so first I'm going to check for Harshad. Okay, what is Harshad's current energy towards Pranali? Interesting. Wow. Yeah, you guys, things are even worse than the last time. Okay, I'm gonna be honest over here. So with the Seven of Wands, I just feel like Harshad feels like right now, things are sort of blocked between him and Pranali. Okay, he feels like there's a third person that came between the two of them. Okay, this third person is from Pranali's side, so this can either be someone that it has entered Pranali's life recently, which Harshad feels like that sort of person has put certain walls between the two of them. Okay, and even back then I did pick up another third person that was not really agreeing with their bond. So I do feel like there's like multiple people that Harshad feels like did come between their bond. Okay, when it comes to Pranali, I feel like he definitely does see her as someone bright, as someone that he wishes the best for. And when it comes to her career as well, he definitely supports her, and I feel like that he definitely does look into her work and certain projects that she did. So I feel like he views himself as someone that never had anything bad in his heart, or never wished for things to turn out the certain way that they did. Okay, definitely he does feel like a sense of loss when it comes to their bond. He does feel a lot of sadness, and I do feel like he feels like that he tried to prevent this, like he tried to fix certain things in the past and for things to not turn out this way. But I do feel like there's a sense of him feeling unbalanced and just, wanting to be happy. And so there's like a big sense of walking away over here that, okay, this is over. Okay. But I feel like it's definitely not Harshad that has walked away. I do feel like it's either Pranali or something else, but Harshad is like walking away, like in a sense that he's leaving things behind, that things cannot be fixed anymore. Okay, so definitely he feels really unbalanced and sad, but I feel like there's like a sense of him that he tried to prevent this situation from happening. Like I feel like that he definitely had tried to fix things. He had tried, probably he even prayed. So I feel like there's like a big sense of him that he tried to prevent, things from getting to this extent, but they didn't. Let's see, anything else about Harshad towards Pranali? Yeah. Yeah, you guys. When him and Pranali worked together, it was definitely something that they both really loved and experienced together. Okay, he was like when they worked together, there was a lot of mutual love, there was like a lot of care, and it was something that they both had mutually. Like it wasn't like one-sided or anything. I feel like even when it comes to their feelings, they both have opened it up to each other and talked about a future when it comes to their bond. Okay, but definitely, like I mentioned in a lot of my readings, if you guys remember, that at certain points there was like a lot of fights and there was a lot of disagreements where Pranali wanted things to head a certain way, but Harshad was like a bit careful, or wanted for things to be perfect before moving ahead. And so I do feel like there has been a certain disagreement between him and Pranali where they both were not on the same page, and I feel like Pranali was upset. Okay, I don't feel like Harshad was really upset. I feel like it was like more Pranali. Okay, and so that from that time there has been some sort of weird energy between the two of them. Okay, and it has been coming a lot in my readings too. So Harshad feels like, again with the Magician, that he tried to avoid this, you know, it wasn't like something that he wanted to happen. But again, with the Five of Pentacles, that it's like a loss that he experienced at the end of the day, that like no matter how he tried to prevent it, or no matter how he tried for their bond to not, you know, be this way, it did turn out at the end of the day. Okay. So there's definitely like sadness that Harshad is feeling, but at the same time, I do feel like he does want at the same time to not stop his life from going. So with the Knight of Wands, like he does want to move forward from his life. He does want to work on his career now, and you know, focus on, you know, things that he does have going on. Okay, so you know, deep inside he's her, but at the same time he doesn't want that to stop him from moving forward when it comes to his career. Okay. He feels like he definitely had pure intentions all along, and so it's not up to him, you know, how things turn out. Now let's see for Pranali. I already have a feeling how things are gonna come out, but let's see. What is Pranali's current energy towards Harshad? What is Pranali's current energy towards Harshad? What is Pranali's current energy towards Harshad? Yeah, guys, so I do feel like when it comes to Pranali, she also at a certain point did hope for things to move forward when it comes to Harshad, but there's also certain point of view and opinions that she did have, that you know, she did want, like she would tell Harshad that okay, if you want to move this certain way, I need for this to happen first, I need for that to happen first. So she did have certain like Pranali, you know, she's a girl that she knows what she wants. I mentioned a lot in my reading. So Pranali knows what she wants when it comes to a bond. You know, she knows what she wants, and she told it to Harshad. But Harshad, you know, there, like I mentioned, there was a third party that was opposing and not wanting things to move forward. And I feel like this is one of their family members. It can be a father or someone, because I'm getting the Imperial, okay? So one of the fathers, or maybe a male figure in their families, was opposing, okay? And so I do feel like that made them feel at crossroads when it comes to their bond, okay? And especially Pranali felt like, okay, nothing is gonna come out of this if we keep this going a certain way. So I do feel like when it comes to Pranali, I do feel like when it comes to her love life right now, she felt like there isn't possibly a future with Harshad with the way how things were going, okay? And so I do feel like here with the Ace of Wands and with the Wheel of Fortune and the Lovers, there is someone else that probably she is talking with, or someone that she is considering things with right now, okay? All right, because I'm picking up the Lovers here and, you know, the Wheel of Fortune. So there is like someone new coming in, someone that Pranali does have contact with, which is not Harshad, because things are not really fully good between the two of them, okay? So I do pick up there's like someone new that maybe Pranali is considering things with. But yeah, when it comes to Harshad, you know, she would, like deep inside, you know, she hoped for things to move forward, but, you know, it just like felt difficult, okay? And Pranali, you know, at a lot of times, if you guys remember my old readings too, she really wanted to be practical and not really think with her emotions. Like if things did not look like they would have a bright future, then, you know, it was hard to keep things going forward. Let's see now, anything else that Pranali is feeling regarding Harshad? Anything else? Yeah. It's not like that she's not sad. She's also sad about, you know, what ended up happening. It does definitely feel like a sense of loss. But I feel like, you know, she does want to think more about herself. You know, she does want to think about her emotions and to think, you know, if she got more attached, then things would have been even more harder later. So I do feel like that she did consider her emotions, and, you know, she definitely did want to be practical. You know, like if things were gonna head ahead when it comes to our bond, I would have loved to move forward, but if they didn't, I do also want to see how things can look out for me, okay? So I do feel like at a certain point she did feel undecisive and not sure with path to go. But I do feel like right now there's like a big sense of breaking through, and that, you know, she knows what she wants now, okay? So yeah, you guys, definitely, things are not looking great right now between the two of them, honestly. The energy is so down that I'm also feeling a big headache. Let's see, anything from here? Anything about Harshad and Pranali from here? Wow. See, you guys, I'm telling you guys, like, things are not normal, and I got coffin. Endings bring new beginnings, growth, change, revelation, transportation. So, sadly, there has been definitely an ending when it comes to Harshad and Pranali's bond. Like, right now, at least, they think it's over, okay? But at the same time, especially Pranali feels like endings bring new beginnings. That even though there's an ending, probably she does have a new beginning, or, she's feeling still that, there can be new beginnings for her when it comes to love, okay? Anything else about Harshad and Pranali? Sunglass, watches, looking, stalking. One more for Harshad and Pranali. Okay, hand of cards. So with sunglasses, I do feel like one of them has been stalking the other, recently. Okay, so one of them has been watching, stalking, or seeing the other. Okay, possibly on social media. So one of them has been stalking the other on social media is what I'm seeing over here. Okay, and with the hand of cards, take a chance, risk. So one of them did make a big decision right now. Is that why things are this certain way? So one of them did take a bold move to um and things, probably it can be either between the two of them, or one of them did sort of take an action, to things. Okay, so I feel like one of them did take that risk and take that, choice. Okay, but yeah, you guys, I honestly do feel like things are not looking good right now. I feel like even as a friendship, like in the past readings, I saw that possibly there can be a possibility of them at least continuing as friends. But right now, I feel like Harshad, he honestly is not against that. But I feel like Pranali, um, I feel like she's a bit upset when it comes to how things turned out, and so I do feel like, um, right now at least, they don't see themselves being even as friends. Okay, I'm sorry, you guys, for the really down energy. It's definitely really deep today, and it's pretty down, but at the same time, I'm not really surprised, because the last readings that I have been doing for them did sort of show me that, this can be possible. Okay, but yeah, I hope you guys got clarity from this reading, and thank you guys so much, and hope I see you guys next time. Bye.